Hi, my name is Yasu from Japan, and in my video, I drink a lot of Japanese sake like this one, and I introduce in both Japanese and English. And while I drink sake, I do Hitorigoto, which means talking to myself because it's fun when I do that when I'm drunk. So today I'm drinking this one. The bottle, the design looks really nice. To me, it kind of looks like the dragon. The dragon is eating its tail. The name of the sake is called Time Machine OUROBOROS, made by tenryohaishuzo in Niigata, specifically Sado Island. I've been there, the island, one time before. It's such a beautiful island. You just need to go to the Niigata, specifically like the Niigata stations, and you take taxi from the station to the bay side, bay area there, and then you can take a ferry and then go to the Sado Island. I think it takes probably 40 minutes from the Niigata to Sado Island. Yeah, by ferry, I think. Beautiful island, and there is one of the area in Sado Island. It looks like one of the Ghibli movie called La Piota. The one there is a castle in the sky, and it really looks like that castle. When you're there, you can feel it. I've been there. It's really like that. So yeah, so if you're thinking to traveling to Japan, then I happen to thinking to go to Niigata in summer, not winter, you might want to consider, go to the Sado Island. So while drinking this one, I'm going to talk about the sudden announcement by the Japanese government on the nuclear policy, which didn't change over 10 years ever since 2011 Tohoku area major earthquake. It hit the Fukushima. Tsunami caused the power failure on the nuclear power plant in Fukushima. It's a very it's a disaster. People still remember, and then ever since then they decided that, oh, in Japan we are not gonna rebuild any nuclear power plants, and we are not gonna build any nuclear power plants. And it has been that way more than 11 years. But suddenly last week the Japanese government announced that we're gonna change it. We're gonna reconsider everything. That's kind of understandable though because of the power issues here. But anyway, so cheers. The first of all is smell. So I love this smell. And then one of the major line, produced by tenryohaishuzo is called Utashiro. I really love their sake. And then the signature smell is, it really smells like soda. Very refreshing, sweet, sour. I really love it. And then the flavor is, oh, ah, very mellow, thick flavor. Kind of like honey, but a little bit sour. It's kijoshu. I forgot how to explain kijoshu. It's Japanese sake still, but the method to make this sake is different from the regular sake, and it tends to have very thick, heavy flavor. But I like it though. Yeah, it does taste like honey. Nice. If you love sweet, rich flavor sake, Ouroboros, I recommend this one. So yeah, Japanese government, after over 11 years, they announced that, oh, we're gonna change the nuclear policy. And then basically what they said that they will really change everything. So what it is right now is that after 2011 Tohoku earthquake, all the big earthquake and then tsunami disrupted the caused power failure on the nuclear power plant in Fukushima. It caused huge disruptions, and then it has affected so many people and their lives, and also nature as well. And then, if I remember correctly, there are still certain area that it's restricted area that people are not supposed to move or visit there because of the radiations. I think it's still there. Ever since then, Japanese government has this policy that we are not gonna build no more new nuclear power plants, and then if the existing nuclear power plants do not fulfill the very restrict requirements for the safety measurements and everything, they shouldn't operate. And also the basic operating period is 40 years. If they were maintained up to 60 years, it's okay for those nuclear power plants to keep operating. But basically that's it. But now, of course, Japan has facing a lot of the power issues, and Japanese companies, electricity companies, they being struggling to make profit, and then finally they actually issued documents to the Japanese government because they need to get approval by the Japanese government that, oh, actually we can actually increase the costs. We're gonna charge the people to pay higher money on the electricity uses and everything. And then compared to last December, most of the household in Japan are really suffering from the higher bills on the utilities like gas and electricity. And it was usually twice as much or 3 times as much as they paid last year. That's how bad the situation is. If you are watching this one from the US or the Europe, your situation is much worse. But for the Japanese people, if they need to pay twice as much or 3 times more compared to the last year, their salary hasn't really changed. So it's a huge impact on people's lives here. So I understand that Japanese people, the Japanese government, had to make certain decisions, and then they need to start building, next generation nuclear power plant. Hopefully it's going to be more, smaller, but more safe, and then more power efficiency. But Japan is, this country faces a lot of natural disasters all the time, and there's a lot of concerns that is nuclear power plant is really suitable for a country like Japan that faces a lot of natural disasters like earthquake and everything. And with what is available right now, the answer is it's not that safe. But at the same time, we need to really consider that can we really keep paying very higher price for the electricity and everything, because it's getting more expensive as time goes by. But those companies, the electricity companies, appeal to the government that, okay, let us increase the price because we cannot bear the costs anymore. And then they got approved already. So next year, the electricity bill is gonna go, higher and higher. So personally, I feel this is a necessity. But I do feel that, understand that people have a lot of concerns here. So hopefully, while the Japanese government would allow those existing nuclear power plants to start operating again, I really hope that they ensure the safety, but at the same time, I hope that they actually going to use the money to invest into new technology so that in the future, we might have some kind of breakthrough from this country. Maybe that will solve the energy issues, or maybe that's gonna come up with some kind of solutions for the radiations. We don't know. It sounds like a sci-fi, but everything that we have right now, we never thought that it could happen. Those could have made by the humankind, but it does happen. So as long as people can imagine and then, keep investing, keep supporting those people who want to make their dream come true, anything could, I think anything can be possible. So yeah, I'm not here to say what is right or what is wrong, but I just want to share this news that Japanese government finally changed the nuclear policy after 11 years, and it's going to be a big change. So enough of those serious things, because my channel is all about drinking sake. So this OUROBOROS, the time machine made by Tenryohaishuzo in Niigata Prefecture's Sado Island, it's a very rich flavor, very, very sweet, even though, how do I say, the smell is very like soda-like, refreshing, sour, sweet smell, but flavor is very rich, honey, sweet flavor, but I like it though. So if you like something sweet, I recommend this sake. But if there's any sake that you recommend, please let me know, and then please subscribe to my channel. I think that's all. So please take care. じゃあね、bye.